We're unmuted.
Right, we're unmuted. You guys hear us now? Why are we so small? Such a small screen. I can't see. I can't see shit.
Hope that doesn't.
Can we see that? And
but then
the
we
chat?
can't. No.
No,
we can't
no.
see the chat.
Click on hide chat. It's already.
Show chat.
Okay.
Exit full screen.
Okay, there we go. That'll work. All right, we can see the chat. Brad says, there you are. JD Temple is in the house. What's up, brother?
So you can hear us?
You guys can hear us good?
Please confirm.
Let's see. JD says y'all are good now, so I think they can hear us. If you guys can't fucking hear us, then tell us that we have no sound. Please.
Yeah, we're good.
Y'all are perfect. All right, cool. All right. So we have had an awesome couple of weeks. Busy. This past week, we went out to Utah to do a group ritual boot camp with EA Coeting, Brad Grand, VK Jahanam was there, and Siren and I were there. And dude, we had such a blast. Like, I can't even describe how much of a blast we had.
Quite an experience.
Yeah, like not just one experience, but like every single group ritual that we did was mind blowing. There was one point sitting in EA's temple, and I'm telling you guys, I've said it for years, but I can't emphasize on this enough. Like, EA is the best group ritual operator that I've ever fucking seen or experienced a ritual with. And at some points during these rituals, like especially where we made these coins, these wooden coins out of a juniper tree. Like, we cut a limb off of it and then sawed out these little round pieces of perfectly round wood. And we, yeah, I mean, mine's downstairs, hers is downstairs. But I took a Dremel tool and put some rune work into it. And then we all did a ritual where we blooded each of our coins. And during that ritual, I was like absolutely hallucinating. And I was 100% sober. Like, I'm sitting there holding my coin with my hands propped up on the altar. And all of a sudden, my hands start looking like cartoon hands. And everybody in my peripheral vision looked like a cartoon. And then it went black. Like, it went totally dark. I had my eyes wide open and it was completely dark. And then it would come fade in and out, come back and forth. And I was seeing everything like a cartoon for a minute.
Yeah.
That was just a really crazy week of back to back experiences in group ritual magic. So thankful that we got to do it. I'm thankful it was successful. And that's been one of my greatest honors, is to be a part of something like that.
Yeah, to have everybody together in sync, like, it brings so much energy. It was amazing.
But yeah, Mike says, nice poster behind you. Yeah, that's something that like, didn't you just get it today or something?
Yeah, I just ordered
got
it
it recently. What are you doing? What are you doing to the thingy?
There we are.
Okay.
I think Jeremiah sent us.
Jeremiah? Hey, Jay Sauber. What's up, brother? Thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate you so much. Like, you and I go way, way back, and we've been friends for a long time, and we've done some awesome work together. So I appreciate you tuning in, my friend.
Yes, and Murete, we'll be talking about her. We have a group right this month. Yes, with her. So
yeah, that's going to be our group ritual for the month. It'll be available on the website. Is it already available?
No, I'm still doing the write-up. So I'm supposed to have that done today. I know.
That's my abuser coming out. Yeah, so that ritual will be up on our website very soon. That will be also a Patreon, right? But yeah, you'll be able to sign up on jsgarrett.net for that group ritual with Santa Murete.
Yeah.
So this is the point where we invite you guys to ask questions. Ask us hard questions. Ask us questions that you would ask if you booked a consultation with one of us. You can also ask me questions about my personal life. I don't give a shit. Like, there's no question that's not okay. I may choose not to answer the question if it's like a too personal, but yeah, you're welcome to ask. So
yeah, Morgan. Oh, you said Mike.
see Morgan. Ooh, I know. All right, Morgan. Tell Vinny I said, hey, give him a hug for me. I hope Vinny's there too. Light in the darkness. Let's see, we're not getting. I'm not really seeing any questions here.
No, not yet.
All right, so let's tell them about your oils.
So
About your oils.
No pre-order anymore. You can actually order it right now. My Essence of Asmodee oil. Actually wore that for you yesterday, didn't I?
Yes, you did. Tell them about it.
Tell them.
I mean, we've already got like 24 pre-orders that are already going out.
Yeah, I'll get them shipped this week.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if you want to keep that stuff between you and the clients, like what you tell them about it, or if you want to talk about it more in depth on a live, that's up to you.
I mean, it's obviously for lust and attraction, self-confidence, and protection. So all the goodies.
Got some Al Capones.
Oh god.
Oh, I love these things.
Brad said he's smoking some ribs right now.
You know what else we got, Brad? We got a show and tell.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
Which one first? Oh, the baby.
It's the baby bunny. We got a baby bunny. Well, he's been playing around in the backyard, so he's got a little bit of dirt on his paws, but for the most part, he's clean. But yeah, what did we decide to name him? You wanted Peanut. I wanted Thumper.
You said Lemmy Winks.
Lemmy Winks was what I was set on, like Lemmy Winks. You know, like in South Park where Lemmy Winks goes on a crusade to survive Mr. Slave's ass. Yeah. That's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. So anyway, yeah, we named our bunny Lemmy Weeks. And in case you're wondering, no, we are not going to sacrifice him. This is a pet. He is a sweet pea.
So sweet.
He is a baby. He's our baby. He's like the sweetest bunny in the whole world. He never kicks or scratches or anything. And if I let him, he'll sit up my shoulder.
Really? That's a new trick.
Oh, no. He's been like, I've been walking around the backyard with him on my shoulder all evening. Like, he just like if I hold him, like he'll crawl up my shirt and perch on my shoulder. So yeah, Lemmy Winks is my little buddy. The other show and tell I had. Oh, I have to be careful not to knock Lemmy Winks off. But we were in Academy yesterday. We went in to buy some black powder for one of our workings, and I happened to see this.
So nice.
Oh my god. This is a SOG made in China, but it was also made to replicate a Roman style sword, a Roman legionnaire style sword. It is razor sharp, and the point is so sharp. Like if you were to accidentally drop this and it hit your shoe, it would probably go straight to your fucking foot. Like this thing is light and sharp as shit. And so what I'm going to go back, because it was only $45. It's $45 at Academy. I'm like, okay, that looks way too cool not to buy for $45. I'm going to go back and buy 2 more. All right. 2 more that I can like destroy, that I can practice sword fighting with and chop stuff down with and using sacrificial rites. And I'm going to keep this one like in mint condition just to go in my fucking backpack when and if it's time to grab that go bag and go. But no, this is awesome. This is awesome. I love it. Yeah, we're going to be cutting some water bottles in half, some pumpkins in half. We'll actually get out in the yard we'll buy a bag of fucking potatoes and like stand there like a sword with a sword, like a baseball bat. She'll throw the potatoes and like, quata, quata, quata. And then we'd like throw watermelons and cantaloupes and anything else we can get our hands on.
Let's see, we might have some questions.
Do we actually have some questions?
Yeah, it says, have you ever sacrificed anything else besides roosters? If so, what were the results?
Yes, sacrificed rabbits. I've sacrificed a raccoon. I've sacrificed a turkey. I've sacrificed a serpent. I've sacrificed another bird that I will not name because there's no statute of limitations on that. I think that's about it. Ooh, a snapping turtle. I did a snapping turtle once too. All right, so the results, as far as like a regular sacrificial rite to an entity where you're asking for something and making a sacrifice in exchange, they all yielded great results. All right, but the place where they were different was the deification rite. All right, when I did the deification rite for people, if I did it with a rooster and then did it with a rabbit and then did it with a serpent and then did it with a snapping turtle and then did it with a crow, fucking the results were completely different each time. Each time they were off the fucking chain, but each animal affects each person differently during the deification rite. So I can only imagine like sacrificing a goat or a bull or something like that to a person. Like I think we could like keep you young for a very unnatural length of time through doing sacrificial rites like that.
He's done a rabbit versus a chicken for me.
For you, yeah.
And
I did a serpent for you too.
You did, and it's not what I expected. I think it was because of the amount of blood, maybe, or it was smaller.
Well, we also did the serpent and the rabbit in the same night.
So remember, you did it while I was there.
Yeah.
And I felt the rabbit.
Yeah.
Rabbit energy is amazing. It's very clean and it lasts.
Which we are not sacrificing this rabbit.
No, this is my baby.
Gimme. My lemon. It's my lemon winks. We fight over this rabbit. Seriously.
Excuse me. Somebody asked, hello, please tell me more about the dusting of the feet. You like that curse from the Bible, don't you?
Yeah.
Creating energy bodies in the tune with the caster.
No, the dusting of the feet, that's a curse that Jesus gave in the Bible. And it's so simple that it doesn't even seem like a curse, but yet supposedly so devastating that they banned it from the Bible at one point. Like they banned the practice of dusting of the feet. So apparently, Jesus went to one of these cities when he was traveling around back in the day, and he was ridiculed and disrespected, and nobody listened to him. And so not only did he not perform any miracles in that city, but when he left the city, he dusted his feet. So after he stepped outside the city boundary, he turned around, he took his sandals off and smacked them together 3 times, dusting his feet in the direction of that city, and then turned around and put his sandals back on and walked off. And then that city was destroyed as a result afterwards. So, I mean, it was a curse designed to destroy an entire civilization or city of people. And it supposedly was so devastating and worked so well that they banned the practice hundreds of years after Jesus had passed. So Jesus was not a pussy, okay? Like, he's not this little long-haired flip-flop robe wearing pacifist turn the other cheek motherfucker that he's been portrayed to be in church our whole lives. Like, no, like this guy hung out with thieves and whores and fucking gangsters and criminals, and he was all about like standing up to authority and speaking out to authority or against authority. Like, Jesus didn't turn the other cheek, and if he did, then okay, then why is he supposed to destroy the world when he comes back? Because it says when Jesus comes back, he is coming back with a vengeance, and he's going to destroy the majority of the fucking world. Does that sound like a pacifist or a guy that turns the other cheek? Hell no. If Jesus were alive today, he'd be riding a Harley and toting a gun and smoking some good ass weed and throwing back beers with me and my homeboys while we sacrifice animals to the ancient gods. Like, Jesus was a badass. He was not a pussy like they have portrayed him.
Let's see. I thought you had another.
Do we have another question?
I thought we did.
Does Lemmy Winks have a question? Does anyone want to
Hey,
ask?
Nina.
Does anybody want to ask Lemmy Winks a question?
Face.
Look at his little face. It's like the coolest, chillest rabbit ever. Nina the Mystic is in the house. What's up, girl? Thank you for being here. Let's see. Do we have any more questions? Mothra the Mystic says, "Hail Santa Morte." Absolutely, hail Santa Morte. The next rite that we're doing, as we mentioned before, was with Santa Morte at the end of this month.
Gin Magic. Are you a fan?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I've worked with some gin. It's very potent. Very potent.
All right. Slow little nut.
Is that all the questions? If that's all the questions, we're going to go. Did we have any more announcements? You talk about your oil?
Talking about the oil.
Talking about the oil?
About the fry.
Oh, the new ritual. The new
Yeah.
sacrificial ritual on our website. It's just called a custom sacrificial rite. This is where you can employ us, or either one of us, to execute a sacrificial rite unto any entity of your choosing. So if say you have a succubus that was bound to you by JD Temple, or you have a daemon or an ancient god or an angel or a jinn, anything that you've been working with that you want to pay homage to, that you want to feed a blood sacrifice in your name, then you can commission me to do that. Now, the reason I put this service out there is because a lot of black magicians live in places like New York City and Europe, where they have zero privacy. There is absolutely no way in hell they could build a fire in their backyard in the city and sacrifice a rooster in a satanic ritual, or whatever you want to call it, sacrificial rite, and not have the police called on them by like 10 different neighbors. So, I mean, I provide the services for people that they cannot do for themselves, whether it's a physical debility or a geographical debilitation, where you live somewhere you can't do this kind of shit. So if you have a spirit guide, a familiar, even an egregore that you've created, and you want to feed it with sacrifice of burning flesh and blood, book us for the custom sacrificial rite on jsgarrett.net. I will have a consultation with you after you book this 30-minute consultation, video consultation, where I'm going to ask you for this entity's information, like their sigil and their name, as well as what we are making the sacrifice to them for. All right, what the goal of the operation is. And if I talk to you and decide that I can't work with you, then I'll refund your money. If I talk to you and decide that this is a go, then we will go from there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Brad. As far as the Santa Muerte ritual, finishing the write-up right now, but it's really going to be focused on breaking addictions and just giving her like praise and honor, especially people that haven't worked with her before. But I think the main focus is going to be on breaking addictions with this group ritual.
Yes, breaking addictions. Yes.
Easy. You make us sick.
Oh, it's Lemmy Winks.
I think he needs a break.
You can have Lemmy Winks. No, he's having fun.
Mm-hmm.
He's having fun. We're not tormenting him.
Could you talk more about gin magic?
Okay, so all right. First of all, we have to define what gin magic actually is. All right. If you read the Keys of Solomon and the list of the 72 demons or 72 jinn, then they're the same. Like even Belial's in there. Like in one pantheon, Belial is a fallen angel. In another pantheon, he's a demonic king. In the Keys of Solomon, he's one of the jinn that Solomon bound into the brass vessel and threw into the lake. All right, so you have to define what the fuck a jinn actually is, because I mean, in all these different pantheons, jinn, angels, and demons, they get lumped in together. So what is the difference between an actual angel or an actual jinn or an actual demon? We could talk all day about that. But as far as like jinn magic, most of the time when I talk to somebody about jinn magic, they're using one of the Arabic systems, typically Sufi Arabic system, where you have to say prayers to Allah in Arabic and do different things that are outside the actual norm of how we would summon these so-called jinn or demons in the Western setting. So my experience with jinn magic, I view most of the entities in the Goetia, I view them as ancient gods. All right, Belial is an ancient god. I don't view him as a jinn. All right, but I have specifically set out to make contact with jinn in the past, and instead of calling on Allah, I called on Iblis. All right, so I evoked Iblis and then made a sacrifice to Iblis in exchange for being allowed to work with his pet assassin. I won't say the name of the jinn because y'all don't need to know that yet, but yeah, it went very well. So I approach the jinn in the same way that I approach any other entity that I'm trying to work with respect, with offerings, with blood. And the only difference is the way that I go about it and the entities that I call upon in the preliminary rituals. But I've spoken to some individuals, jinn masters. They say everything is jinn. It's just different types of jinn. There's like angels are jinn, demon are jinn, jinn are jinn. Like the things that the Europeans call fairies and sprites, those are jinn too. Like they're just different types of jinn. So what the fuck do I know? I have no idea. All I care about is whether or not I get the results that I'm after in the workings that I'm doing for either myself or for others. And I go about it in the most respectful way that I possibly can. And I've never gone wrong with that. Okay. You might make a mistake. You might say the wrong thing or whatever, but as long as you are genuinely being respectful when you are attempting to do these rituals, and as long as you're being respectful when you make your mistakes, then yeah, you can't go wrong. So always treat them with respect. And I think that if you are attempting to approach an actual being, like a real demon or a real jinn or a real angel or a real ancient god, if they are actually real, then they will respond to you no matter how you go about trying to contact them, as long as you are doing it respectfully. And yeah, you cannot go wrong being respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of went off on a tangent there.
That's okay. They asked you a question. It's going to be the amber colored robe, Travis, with Santa Murete. And but yeah, I've worked with her in the past for breaking addictions. She's amazing in every possible way. But I just really felt led that this group that a lot of people need this kind of ritual. So I will be the operator.
Yes,
should be fun.
She will be the operator. I will be the assistant for this operation. And that's awesome for me to actually get to like sit back and be the assistant and watch somebody else operate. Because when you're operating, like you're so immersed into it that there's so many things you don't catch. All right. But whenever you're assisting and really paying attention to the operator that goes into full immersion, like you see and hear and take note of every little thing that happens during that ritual. And you're just like, holy shit. Like, it's a pleasure to be in the left hand chair sometimes.
No, I agree. Internal
And there's nothing
alchemy,
sexier than watching your woman perform a badass sacrificial demonic ritual.
right?
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Internal alchemy says this is the first time seeing our lives. So thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you for being here.
And Martha, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Morgan said, can you distinguish the differences between Satan and Belial?
Can I distinguish the differences between Satan and Belial? Okay, so I'll say that they're like brothers. They'd be like me and my younger brother, like we're a lot alike, but we're very different in the same way. Like, I mean, they're a lot like people and having different personalities, but they both stand for and represent the same thing, in my opinion. So I mean, me personally, I look at them like twin brothers. One might specialize in one area a little more than the other, but they are both the Satan. It's the Satan, our race. We are the Satan.
What's your experience working with Astaroth? Plus, what kind of offerings does she like?
All right. So I personally, I've had every kind of experience that I can think of or imagine working with Astaroth, or Astarte, as I typically call her. It's one of the first entities that I started working with, and I've done so many rituals with her that I can't even count how many thousands of rituals with her. And I'll say she's a fully deified goddess that can do pretty much anything, right? And she is amazing for healing. She can heal you of an ailment or an illness or a pain. And she can also dispatch of a rapist or a child molester in the worst possible way. She's the goddess of love. She's the goddess of war. She can bring you your perfect partner. She can improve a bad relationship or end a bad relationship so that you can find something worth your time. But there's really nothing that she can't do. It's just about making contact with her and showing her attention, time, attention, love, and dedication. Like building an altar for her in your house and putting fresh flowers on there every week.
She loves
like
flowers.
That goes so far. Just those little gestures of love and appreciation. We'll take the dried flowers off her altar and offer them into the fire when we do sacrificial rites with her.
Yeah, obviously she likes wine. I like to put my special favorite perfume for her.
I always wear my favorite cologne, and I offer her flowers from her altar. I always drip rose oil and lavender oil into the fire. Lavender buds, rose petals, things like that.
Lavender incense.
And tobacco. I'll mix it into a bowl of powdered bull's blood and throw handfuls of that into the fire as offerings to her as well. So, I'll spit some alcohol into the fire. If you've seen my rituals with her, then you've seen me taking, swigs of wine or some other type of alcohol and spitting it into the fire. Symbolizing sharing drink with Astarte, and always consecrate a glass of wine on her sigil as a sacrament when I'm performing her rite. And I'll prick my finger and trace over her sigil in blood. I'll put a drop of blood into that glass of wine and stir it up and then set it onto the bloody sigil and ask her to consecrate and infuse that elixir with her power and essence so I can take within me her strength, the strength necessary to perform the ritual that I'm attempting to do in her name with success.
Oh, well, Khaled, I will start by answering it and then JS can finish it. So he didn't want to fix his relationship with his wife because it was very toxic and very abusive. And Astarte knew that we needed to be together to create what we needed to be together. Is that right?
Hold on, let me read this again. Where's the start right there?
If your magic works Why didn't it fix your relationship with your wife?
Oh, okay. Well, I had originally determined or decided to get divorced like 10 fucking years ago. And instead of doing that, I performed the Astarte's ultimate love spell on my own relationship. My ex-wife and I actually sat down and did it together. And
It prolonged some bullshit.
It put us back in the honeymoon phase for a while, and it prolonged the inevitable. So I mean, you can put a band-aid on a bad relationship with a love spell, but you cannot fix a person with a love spell. They might act better for a short time, but they are eventually going to resort back to their same old personality, and you're going to be miserable with them. That's why I don't really do that love spell for couples anymore. I developed it for a couple, and then I was just like, okay, well, all I did was prolong my divorce. And if I'd have got divorced like 7 years earlier, then it would not have done near the damage to me or caused me to lose as much financially as it did, because I was just prolonging the inevitable, and it was a mistake.
Yeah, I totally disagree with love magic, period, for so many reasons. So
Well, that's why I don't do it anymore. I'll do a ritual with Astarte, the goddess of love, to help you find a partner. But I won't do a love spell on a person specifically for you anymore, like a piece of shit wife or a piece of shit husband that can't keep their dick in their pants. Like,
or an abusive wife.
Yeah. Like, just get rid of them. Save yourself the time. It's going to happen anyway. So get rid of them. Hey, EA's in the house. What's up, EA Coeding? What's up, brother? I swore I just saw his name. Where'd he go?
Yeah, I think he said he stopped by real quick. I'm not sure if he's
Oh,
still
okay.
here.
What was the other half of that question?
That one earlier?
Yeah.
I said if your magic worked, why didn't it mend it with your...
Oh, I thought there was a second part of the question. No, it absolutely worked, and it hurt me in the long run.
That's why I don't do love magic.
No. If you got to spell somebody to love you properly, then they're a piece of shit, and you don't need them in your life. No. I really wish I could go back and not do that spell, because I would have gotten divorced a whole lot sooner, and it would have been much less devastating. Plus, if somebody's like beating the shit out of you on a regular basis, kicking you in the balls, busting your lips, slapping you in the face, things like that, every time they throw a tantrum and get angry, then why the fuck would you, in your right mind, do a love spell to like try to keep them? Like, you should be doing magic to get rid of them, which is what I should have been doing.
Well, I mean, certain things told you to leave and you didn't listen.
Yep. Life's too short to be in a loveless marriage. That's the thing. It wasn't a loveless marriage. I loved her, and I did everything I could to make things work with her, but I could not change who she was.
And now he's much happier.
Yeah, I am much happier.
And well taken care of.
Absolutely. And she doesn't beat the shit out of me.
How about that?
She might have like whacked me a couple times.
You like it though, you like it rough sometimes.
Yeah, but yeah, she doesn't like punch me in the face and shit. Let's see.
I did see a question. I'm trying to find it now.
I saw one and it went away.
Yes, Nina, self-love, absolutely. That's the only thing I agree with. I did the right with Raphael. Lightning outside, I was done. Lightning stopped.
Nice.
I feel like someone put a love spell on me at birth my whole life. Okay.
A love spell on you at birth? My whole life, girls are unnaturally attracted to me, and I'm not like some sort of gigolo. Oh,
sounds like you got it good.
You poor thing. Oh, you poor motherfucker. You got so much pussy flying at you that you're just a victim. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It sounds like if someone did put a love spell on you at birth, then you're a lucky son of a bitch. Just nobody's going to force you to stick it to them. So just take your pick of the best ones, right? I've got so much pussy flying at me. I just don't know what to do. You poor guy.
From birth.
God.
Ah.
Queen Margot, what's up? Hello, Dark Family.
Yes, Brad. I beat him lightly.
Yeah. So what do the oils cost? Morgan, 99.
I think they're at $69. I think that's
per bottle.
Yeah.
Okay. See, Travis. Elsa says hi, you both, and get a little jacket for your rabbit. Yeah.
I would love to.
Let's see.
I
Yeah.
need some clothes.
Yeah. We gotta get him a little bunny outfit. I mean, we
Everything,
might as well wait till he stops growing because he is like tripled in size
Yeah, he
every
was
week.
so little.
Yeah, like when he first came out, he was like the size of a little rat. Like he was like a little tiny hairless rat. And now he's this big. You know, he's like 5 times bigger. So once he's finished growing, we're definitely going to get him like a cute little sweater, cute little outfit.
That'd be cute. Good idea, Elsa.
Yeah, definitely.
Someone should put a penis enlargement spell on me.
On who? On me?
No, on them. They're talking about themselves.
Oh, so yeah, put a penis enlargement spell on me. It's so small. It's like that big. Once in a while, you know, and the lights are off and she's semi-tipsy, I'll swap it out for the thumb. And she, gets a real treat.
You're so
The
silly.
Yeah. It's from a pinky size to a thumb size.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, JD does penis enlargement spells?
Yes, he does.
Does he really?
Yeah, he's got a penis enlargement spell.
Oh, I didn't know that. I think JD left us.
His ex said that it made it grow like 2 inches when he did it.
Pretty cool.
He slipped off. He slipped off.
Go put him back.
He's good.
Go.
He's good.
Him.
Get him all the way up there. There we go. Let's see. Do we got any more questions? We've been on for a minute. How long have we been on? Can't even see.
Almost an hour.
Can't even see how long we've been on.
Oh, right here. 20 more minutes.
Oh,
It'll
okay.
be an hour.
When I was a virgin, I was like kind of scared of how forward girls were. Yeah.
Oh.
I could see that. Yeah, depends on the girl, you know.
Yeah.
Some of them could be scary. Could be some wildebeests after you.
Yeah. Put him back.
Man, girl, pig. You gotta watch out for man, girl, pig.
Oh, I think this is Cora. Yeah. Hey, Cora.
Where?
Sources of.
Oh, hey, what's up, Cora? Thank you for joining us.
What happened to the Dracula stuff? What Dracula stuff?
My Dracula picture of Vlad the Impaler behind us.
Yeah.
We
try to switch it up.
Yeah, it's over here to the side. We were just switching up the background a little bit.
That's my new little
Yeah.
fucking thing. Where
Yeah.
cute.
Vlad the Impaler's not going anywhere. That is my hero.
What did we do?
He's sitting right over there. Yeah. No, I absolutely am gay for Vlad the Impaler.
He really is.
For real.
Yeah.
She's like, that's all you talk about is Vlad the Impaler. I'm like, no, I talk about Genghis Khan too.
Yes.
I talk about Spartacus too.
Yep,
I even talk about Jesus. Yeah.
Fucking Jesus.
Jeebus. Evil Jesus.
Ah.
Now we're out of the boot camp this past week. And we're all sitting around the table after doing a crazy ass ritual that EA was the operator for.
Yeah, and EA was sitting there telling a story.
Yeah, he was telling a story. He was spitting out mad wisdom.
You were just sitting there staring.
And
You tell something.
Yeah, I was sitting there looking at him, and I'm, I was like, you know what you are, dude. Whenever he got done talking, he's like, what? I was like, I just now realized it. I was like, you're evil, Jesus. You are evil, motherfucking Jesus. Because the guy really is, man. Like he he's the most knowledgeable
He's so
motherfucker
smart.
I've ever met. Like he is like a walking
I was
encyclopedia.
gonna say, I feel like he has the answer to everything.
Yeah, of knowledge. Like there's literally no question you can ask the guy that he has not heard before. And like if he didn't know the answer, he's like, I'll figure it out and come back to you. Like this motherfucker is the most knowledgeable occultist and the best like group ritual operator I've ever seen in person.
He truly is.
Yeah.
Very genuine. So
Yeah.
stop talking shit about this motherfucker. He's the real deal.
Yeah. He is.
And so was this one.
Me?
Yes.
He's an awesome host as well. Great times. He's brilliant. Absolutely. So, do we have any more questions in the chat? We're about to get going here. We've got an awesome ritual to do tonight for Patreon. The chicken foot curse. Like people have been asking and asking, especially since EA's got taken off of YouTube for a video demonstration on how to perform the chicken feet binding. So I'm going to do that tonight on a pedophile and film it for Patreon. So that's what we're going to set up for when we get hung up here.
Yep. Okay.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Sorceress.
Watching.
Thank you, Mothbro. Thank you, Travis. Thank you, Nina. We love you guys. And yeah, we'll try to get on here and do one of these again soon.
Yeah,
like,
try to.
I mean, we're extremely fucking busy. So, I mean, getting on here every week like I used to, that's
really
kind of hard. Yeah. Because we have so much going on with multiple businesses and, you know, life and everything else. But yeah, we fucking love you guys. And we'll jump on and do this again as soon as we possibly can. Hail the Infernal Empire.
Mm-hmm.